Holly Cotton here, and I'm super excited about our guest today, Keyarria Amey, as attorney. She's the managing attorney of the law offices of Keyarria Amey, and she is going to fill us in about being a woman boss, how to stay sexy and fine, and still be a boss lady, all of that great stuff. So, Keyarria, welcome to
Thank
our. Thank you, thank you. Okay.
you.
I'm great, great, great. So, first, I want to just ask you because one, I think let's just start off with you being a female attorney and go from that women empowerment to start off and just give us an insight on, have you found any struggles? Because I know law in general has always been a male dominated field. So, can you tell us about any struggles you have to kind of build your name and let them know you're not here to play?
Well, like you said, of course, law is a male dominant industry. For me personally, I think it's very important for women to when you get into this industry to lay your foundation. You can't let people get away with certain things. I was fortunate enough to work for a firm, and so I kind of mimic how I allow people to treat me based on what I remember how they used to treat my boss, who was a white man. So I am quick to say, no, you're going to have to treat me like you would treat, I won't say his name, blase blase. And once you lay down that foundation, and you have to know what you're doing as well. So you can't, they automatically think that because you're a woman, and God forbid, don't be an attractive woman, because there's this whole notion that smart women are dumb, or smart women only rely on their looks, they don't have brain. And so you always have to keep that in mind and let people know, no, maybe that the woman you're used to, but this is me, and this is how I do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And once they get a little wind of it, it all goes away. Like, okay, she don't play. So yeah, you just have to make sure that they know that you are here, and you're here to not play with them, and then it's fine.
Right, right. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to have Kiaria on because one, if you look at her social media, you see she has all these different, I guess, like personas. So she's
Yeah,
working out. I love it. I love it. So she's working out. She's being sexy. She's being
mhm,
strong because that's my thing too. Like if I'm
yeah,
working out, I'm not going. I'm not picking up 5 pounds. No, I'm actually in there killing
yeah,
myself. So I love that you're showing that being strong and what and how that relates to everything that you're doing. So I wanted to give people the insight of hearing you like, yeah, I'm fine and sexy on social media or whatever, but don't get it twisted.
right.
I'm doing this because I'm also smart and I've put those things into place.
Yeah, and so here's the deal. When I started that page, it was this internal battle of what to be, because I know the image of what people think lawyers are supposed to look like, talk like, walk like, dress like. I hear it all the time. However, if that's not you, then how are you going to be that, right? And you don't have to be the status quo, or this typical traditional lawyer to be a great lawyer. You just have to be yourself, and just let people, the people that are for you are going to be for you. So now I will say, I push a fine line on social media with it's sexy, but that's just who I am. And what do you want me to do? Not be that because I'm a lawyer? Why can't I be exactly who I am and be a lawyer? But you can definitely be both. You can be about your business. You can be highly attractive. Uh, you won't see me do any raunchy stuff on social media. I try to make sure that I keep it clean. And now, if I get trolled, it's only by men.
Oh,
Women
wait.
troll me. And matter of fact, women will, they don't, they won't comment under the post as much. They'll come directly to me in my DM and just say how much they appreciate how I represent myself, even women in my profession. And then they will start to, be a little looser on social media. Like, be yourself. You don't have to curse, you don't have to gyrate back and forth, but just be who you are, and people are going to respect it. And if they don't, guess what? You can block them and keep going. Focus on the people that are a fan of yours. And that's just what I keep in mind. Like, everybody's not going to be Team Keyarria, and that's fine. Find another team.
Well, first of all, I just want to piggyback on what you just said because me and my girlfriend always say that I never get hate from women.
Mhm.
It's always men. Like, and I'm like, you know what? Let me be Holly Cotton today. Let me just be Holly Cotton and not go off on on you. Remember Holly Cotton.
Oh,
But sometimes you have to.
mhm.
It's like, why is what I do in the gym bothering you so much?
Right,
I
right.
don't get
I
it.
made a story about that, and I was talking. I didn't say who I was talking to, but it's men. Like, I don't, and I'm not the type of person that I'm not the type of woman that's gonna belittle men. That's not my thing.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna say anything that I feel like is going to emasculate men. So I never understand why they troll so much. Are you just revealing your own insecurities with the successful black woman? Because if you are, then you definitely need some professional help. It's just it's sad, uh, but you just gotta. It comes with the territory. You're gonna have the ones that are overly, you know, the sexual innuendos. You have to deal with
Mhm.
that. I just delete that stuff. Uh,
Me too.
uh, and it's the gym, and you're not going to be in the gym in a sweatsuit, right? So what do you want me to do?
Right. And I would just say too, because I love watching your workout stuff and I had actually gone through a phase where when I kind of started with I guess social media or whatever, that was my thing because I had come into my fitness chapter, I guess, in life. And I was doing like all this fitness stuff. Became a trainer. I was doing all of this. So I was all about the fitness. And it was like I stopped posting so much because that's how I was like I was constantly feeling like I was defending myself or I was deleting comments. And then I was like, wait a minute, I'm not gonna change who I am for y'all. I'm just gonna block you guys
Right,
because that's
block,
ridiculous.
just block, and keep going. As long as you know that your purpose for of posting what you're posting comes from a good place. That's all you need to worry about. And now I too, I need to get better with. I have a smart mouth. I'm very competitive. I always been this way. Like, I'm very kind. I'm pleasant. I will never be the one to pop off first. You have
Right.
to me with it. I'm going to respond. That's just I'm an athlete. I am just very competitive. I don't tolerate disrespect from anyone.
Mhm.
So if you come with the negativity, I'm going to say what I got to say, and then I'm going to block you. Uh,
Right.
But then you find yourself spending too much time defending yourself. Like, why?
Mhm.
I don't even know you. And these people, you don't know these people from a can.
At all.
So why should it matter? But I don't. I just have this thing. You're not going to say what you want to say to Kieran. You may talk to mama, your kids like that, but if you come on my page with that negativity, I am going to cut deep into you and then block.
Yeah. Well, and then also I think too, and I keep going back to your social media only because I wanted to bring you on to talk about just how you've got the following, how you're doing all of these different things, but I wanted to just also say with that how growth also brings all of these other things. So I wanted to also just mention that the other thing that I know a lot of stuff a lot of people that are in that influencer category deal with are going to be the men and all the sexual comments as well.
Men are men,
And
right?
yeah,
And you just gotta
and
let them be what they are. They're just men. And half the time, the ones that are commenting sexually aren't even the type of men that could ever even get close to you. Just know that. Like I would look at the comments, like no one commenting under my post like this is someone that they know they don't have a shot. That's why they do it. So
Right.
they're just being men. But as far as the growth, it took a while to grow. And then I just, when it took off, it took off. I actually hired these two young girls to manage my social media. But back then, I wasn't really like, I didn't really care about it. I didn't. I mean, I don't care who liked me, who watched me now, but it grew. So I'm like, okay, put more attention
Hmm.
to it. But then I didn't care if it got 2 views, 3 views, but they started working on it, and then it only took one video to go viral to get some recognition, and it blew up from there, and now it's just. But I will always say, I told people, this is saying I would tell people, keep being dope. Eventually people will get
Hmm.
addicted to you. If you keep, I had a conversation with a friend the other day, and he said, Keyarria, you were literally doing the same type of post a long time ago before your page blew up. And I just kept doing it, and I kept doing it, and I kept doing it. And eventually people got a hold to the dope, and they got addicted to it. And now it works. It works. So you just keep being your authentic self, even if people think you're corny. Who cares? Who cares? I used to think, I won't say the comedian name, I used to think he was corny. But now he is like, he runs social media doing the same thing back in the day I thought was corny. The same thing. So you got to keep being yourself. Do what you do. Don't change, because if you're being your authentic self, it comes across as authentic. And
Mm.
people, I mean, the opportunities that has opened up for me just by me being Keyarria. I'm not doing anything differently than before I became an attorney and started making money. I'm still doing the same stuff, and people just have gotten addicted to it, and that's just what it is.
I love that advice. I love that. Keep being dope and keep being authentic.
Keep being.
I wrote it down. I got it. I wrote it. I got
It
it
will
down.
definitely catch on. That will definitely catch on to it.
Okay, so let's talk about now. That's you guys. So go stalk her social media. I promise you, you will one get inspired, or two, because I love one. I know how hard it is to get muscles and also to keep muscle mass. So
Yeah,
I'm always flexing my shoulders and my traps. I'm like, y'all don't know,
it's
like
hard. Hard.
it
You
is.
have to know how to. You can't go all season with muscles. So you have to have. I have. If you watch my videos, you can see my body change from video to video. Some videos I may look thicker. That was my thick season. When it gets colder, naturally my body gets thicker. Now that it's warmer, it's like my body fat is melting like butter, but I know my body, so it's different for me. But you can't go year round like that.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. And I'm on my I'm on my so my birthday's in August, so I'm on my summer lean right now because when I take my bikini picture on my birthday every year, I
Uh,
got to make sure my stomach is representing for the
so I've
age
been
that I
eating like
am. So I
salads
know
every
exactly
day.
what you're saying.
Took the pancakes and stuff. It depends on how you want to look. You One thing about fitness is the only thing in life that is fair. You will literally get out what you put in. Uh, if you know you want to look a certain way, you have to, maybe you have to slide away from the table. It just, and don't listen to men. I go off on people all the time. Oh, don't get too lean. Don't get too. First of all, you don't get to tell me how to look, until you come here and start paying some of these bills. Then I look the way I want to look. Why do you care? You're not going to see me. But you can't let men talk you out of good health. A lot of women think I'm thick. No, girl, you are borderline obese. No, stop listening to men and do what's best for you, and do it for you. I don't get up every day and go to the gym because I want a man to look at me. I don't care. I don't care. This is for me. When I look in the mirror, I want to say, "Ooh, girl, you look good," and that's it.
I love that. I love that. And that's so funny that you said that because so I don't train people anymore. But yesterday I had a girlfriend who was in town and she was like, oh my God, I need you to train me. I got to work out with you, whatever. So I was like, "Ugh, okay, fine. So the whole time I kept saying, look in the mirror. What is it that you want? That's the competition. Never say that you want to look like someone. Like, it's fine to say, I would like to lift that amount of weight as that person, but you're putting unrealistic expectations if you're
And
trying
you're
to
not gonna
say,
get it.
I want to look
And
like
you
her,
know
if
why you're
I
not
want a
gonna get
booty
it?
like her, if I want
Because
that.
you
So
don't
I
have her
love, I
mother,
love
you don't have her
all.
father, you don't have her DNA, you don't have her body type. I wouldn't dare train anyone. I know how to train Keyarria. I know my body. I can eat carbs and I'll still look great. Some people eat too many carbs and they look absolutely horrible. I am not about to find time to study your body. I'm not. So that's just not my thing. I know my body. I know what makes my muscle pop.
Right.
I know when my, without even stepping on a scale, I know what my weight is just by looking at my body. It's certain things in my body. If it goes away, I have like dimples in my hip. If they go away, my body fat is too high. Period. I know that. But I'm not gonna look at your body and go, Holly, let me see what Holly, I don't know Holly. You know, play sports or dance or all that stuff comes into play when you're talking about your body type. And then you're talking about you want to look like someone. You don't even know what they did to look like that. What if it's a surgery? And that means I don't care how many squats you do, your butt is not going to look like that. Just it's not.
That Girl, you guys, she is dropping so much good information for you're getting, not only are you getting motivated about being a woman boss and empowering women, but now you're also getting free fitness advice. So, Kiara, since you're talking about fitness, before I go back to my whole circle back around about being a boss lawyer, one of the things that if you wouldn't mind telling or whoever is watching or listening, is can you tell us about food and some of the way that you manage your food? Because I know that that is one of the biggest things I hear from people, especially women, all the time about having multiple jobs, doing all of this stuff, being moms or whatever, working, don't have time
So
to eat
I will
right.
say this
So can
first.
you give us
This is not
insight
my
on
area.
how
I just
your
do this
meals are
because I've been doing it
structured?
for a long time, right? Before I became a lawyer, it was easier for me to whip up six
Okay.
smaller meals, right? You have your lean meats, your carbs, sweet potatoes, jasmine rice, your asparagus, green bean, whatever your green is. But now that I'm busy, I struggle with eating. And I probably should eat a little more, especially like I work out twice a day. So I know, and the way I work out and where I work out probably requires more food, but I don't have time. I can't eat six times a day and be a lawyer and run my own firm. I just can't. But if you can, it probably would help to, get smaller portions of food. Try to eat about six times a day. Don't let yourself get hungry. I think that is a big thing. Once you get hungry, your body doesn't care what you eat. As long as I'm not hungry, I can eat a salad. If I get hungry, I want pizza. Your body naturally craves all the things that you do not need. I want a Snicker bar. I want pizza. I want popcorn. I want whatever, so I can stop feeling like this. So don't let yourself. And that's why you should eat six times a day. So it keeps your body from getting hungry and your metabolism move faster too. So I heard. Again, this is not my area of expertise. It's just what I heard. But as a woman, especially when you get in your 30s, you definitely have to implement a better healthier choices when it comes to food, because your body just, it doesn't doesn't do the thing. It holds on to it. It just, oh girl, it gets hard as a, oh, drink is out of there. Even
Even the
drinking
liquor,
kills
like
me. Like I
even
can see it in
drinking,
my
I'm
love
like,
handle when I drink.
okay.
So don't be an alcoholic. Please don't. Maybe occasionally wine, but to be someone that drinks heavily, ooh, that's a no. That's a no. Uh-uh. That sugar, that sugar kills you. It kills you. Diet is what is, they would say 85% of it. 85% of it. It's
Mhm. Mhm. I love it.
do it.
I love the way
Just say
you
no.
phrase stuff.
Just say no.
Mm-mm, mm-mm, don't
And
do
if you want to look a certain way, you have to be just
just say no. I love it.
just say all the things that you like probably are the things you should probably stay away
Mhm.
from. So you have to eat for the body you want. And for taste. I don't eat for taste. I eat because I need to eat to live. I need to eat to
Mhm.
have
Yep.
energy to go through to get through my day. I don't eat for taste. If you're eating for taste, then you're gonna be not very fit because that healthy stuff is not tasty. So
At all. At all. I know, and it's so funny because I just told my daughter, I was like, "All right, I'm on the birthday slim down right now. Not slim down, but I lean out, lean out. So because I don't want to lose weight and I don't want to lose muscle, but I
me too, Holly. Definitely on my it's vacation season and so I want to be lean when I'm on these islands, on the beach in my bikini. It just you just feel. I mean, it's not like you want to go
it's just
and
about
turn
being the
head.
best version of yourself for you.
Yep, yep, yep. So it's definitely want to be a leaner, like you said, not slim. I don't want to lose weight. I like my weight, and I don't lose weight. I'll get toned, and my weight will be the exact same. 170, it just leaned out. It just looked tighter. So I kind of like to keep my size, but in doing that, I have to keep weight on my legs. So I'll go heavy on my legs, an upper body. I'll go lighter just to get that definition. So you don't hear this. Women think that lifting weights will cause you to bulk up and look manly. If you are a woman and you're not and you're natural, you're not going to look like a man because by design your body is not going to do it. If you see a woman that looks manly, she probably competes and she's probably taking some kind of supplement or something of that nature that has her body bulking up like a man. Your body's not going to do that. As much as I work out, if my body was going to bulk up, I would be a freaking man by now. So that is just that's an excuse to keep you from working out. You gonna look
Mm.
manly. Oh, girl, you're not gonna look like a
At
man.
all. And I always say for me too, like being in this single phase in life right now, if I wasn't working out, I would be like hurting people. So for me, working out and lifting extremely heavy, it releases all this pent up tension so I can be the happy person that I am.
Oh yeah. Why you think I do it twice a day? You think I do it twice a day because I love being musty and sweaty? No, no. This job requires. I mean, it's stressful. It anytime you're dealing with people all day long.
Mhm.
So I work out because when I tell you I'm the happiest at the gym, the gym, and when people ask me, "Oh, can I work out with you?"
No.
No, no. Why? I go to the gym. It's all about me. I don't care. It's all about me. I dance. I'm silly. I'm bubbly. Um, no, 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 no. I don't like no kind of tension at the gym because this is where I come to unwind. If there's tension, I have to find another gym
Right.
because it can't be the gym that I go to. And that's the only place. I'm a loner. That's the only place I go and I see people. It's at the gym. I'm the happiest there. That's just it really is a lifestyle. And once it becomes a lifestyle, no one ever asks me, Kara, you go to the gym? I never get
Me
asked that
either.
question. I have friends that'll be like, I called you before you got to the gym. I know you. So I'm like, dang, my clients even know that I'm going to this
That's
gym.
how that is so funny. That's how my friends are. Hey, are you in the gym? Like you already know around
Yeah, my parents call. are you at the gym? Are you on the way to the gym? You just left the gym? It's always gym. I'm like, dang, I can't do anything else. Like, that's
I
all you do.
know, I know. Well, that's all right. That's all right. That's why we fine. That's why we fine. Um,
Yeah.
okay, so circling back to you being the managing attorney of the law offices of Keyarria Amey, can you tell us exactly? I know you said that the struggles or the challenges with kind of coming out and getting that respect or whatever. So can you tell us about the process? Because I know there's probably women that are lawyers right now, and maybe they want to open a law firm, or maybe it's something else that they're doing in life, and they can take from your story about how you stepped out on faith, how you decided to go on the
Oh,
so tell us how you became the law offices of yes.
okay. So, of course, I want you guys to keep in mind there are a million ways to skin a cat. So you don't have to do what I'm saying because it worked for me. You have to do what works for you. For me, I was working at a firm. I got fed up. I got fed up with the treatment, I was the only African American attorney at the firm, and I just felt like, and I was good at what I did, but I felt like it wasn't appreciated. And then one day I stood up and I said, no more. I quit my job with no clients, and I had $8,000 in my account. That's it. You don't make money working for people. You just don't. They're in a business to make money for them so they can provide for their family. They're not trying to pay you. So I had $8,000 to my name and no clients. And the next day I started my own practice. Didn't know nothing from I didn't know how to do anything, but I knew this. If God allowed me to stand my black behind up that day and walk out, it was meant for me to be my own boss. Because if it wasn't my calling, there's no way that would have happened. He would have made me stay still. Something would have happened to get me back in that seat. I got up. I said, Giovanni, I quit. I walked to my car. I checked my work email. They had already, before I even got in my car to start my car, they closed my email account where I couldn't get back into the system. So I'm like, that's it. I'm done. I'm on my own. But the first thing I would tell you to do is, oh, make sure you have your CPAs, tax attorneys. You need to have those people in line, because when the money start coming in, that tax stuff it get ridiculous fast. So make sure you have people that you trust, because if you're not comfortable with them around your money, you're always checking. I'm gonna always check behind you. Make sure you have those people in place. Make sure you file with the Secretary of State if you want LLC. Now, just know the different types of entities and what entities protecting you, because if you're just going to be a sole proprietor, you are responsible for whatever lawsuit people file against you. So you want to make sure that your business is at least an LLC. It's easy to file. You don't need a lawyer to do that. If you hire one, like if you came to me to start an LLC, I'm going to charge you out the woodwork, but because that's my time. But it's easy to do. Um, know exactly what you want to do. You got to pray about it. Know exactly what you do. Don't get caught up into watching other people on social media make it, right? You see Holly doing well with podcasting, now you want to be Holly. Well, maybe podcasting is Holly calling. Maybe it's not yours. So you got to know, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I knew I loved PI. I just didn't like working for someone. So let me stay in this area, and you have to find your niche, what works for you. Now, I wanted to keep my sex appeal out of my practice. I couldn't. It's just,
You
it's
fine.
a
You
part.
fine. You can't.
It is a part of, it's a part of me. So it is what it is. But you have to find your niche and stick to it. Stay the course. Believe in yourself. You're gonna have your days that you doubt, but what is faith? If you don't doubt, you don't need faith. So you believe in yourself, find what fit, stay right there. It may take you longer, but you will get there eventually. And when you do, it is going to be joyful noise, because if you stay with your course, do it yourself, no one nowhere anywhere can say anything. No one can come out the woodworks and say, oh, Keyarria is faking it. I did this for her and I do this for her. No, Keyarria went out and did everything on her own. Can no one say anything about that? um what else about starting your own business? um get help. You got to hire people. Delegate. Don't be like me. I'm a control freak, so I want to always be in control, and I am about to drive myself nuts trying to be in control. You have to get help to run that business. You definitely have to get help, and it's harder to find help in 2023, but it's out there somewhere.
That is great advice. You know what? I see that this is why when Kiaria and I were on set, we were like sister souls because I see now like just the mindset of everything, and I think that it's part of just women, and also being able to, like you said, to have that business, and you have to have that mindset, because I know it's a struggle on a daily basis, and I know it's hard for you to also motivate yourself, to push yourself, whatever. Like, people dismiss that, but it is a daily effort to continue to do it, because at some days I'm sure you don't feel like fooling around with any of it. Some days you're like, this is too much, I'm sick of this, I'm not doing this anymore. So thank you for sharing that part. Now,
And you're gonna have days where you don't feel like doing it. That's why people say you need motivation. No, so some days you're not gonna be motivated. You have to have discipline. I have yet to use my alarm clock since I started my own practice. I don't need to. Know why? I know what I have to do. I know that these bills got to get paid. I got to get up. It's on me. That's discipline. I don't have anyone calling me saying, I mean, I'm single, so I don't have no man to look sexy for. I don't have anyone calling me saying, "Hey, babe, get up, go to the gym." No, that's discipline. If you don't have motivation, have discipline, because discipline will keep you going. You don't need an alarm clock. By God, if you're using your alarm clock, you're probably doing a job that you don't like. I love my passion wakes me up. Sometimes my dog, but but my passion wakes me up. I know I have to get up and get moving. I have to start. The day is not going to wait for me, so I have to get going.
I love that girl, look, you giving some good advice. I love, look, you got, I'm about to get,
Take it because I'm giving it for
I
free.
know, that's what I'm, right. That's what I'm saying. You done motivated us, gave us workout advice, gave us some life advice. I love all of that. All of that. Okay, so for anyone that's listening that wants to get in touch with you, can you tell us like your any of your social media handles, and then also like the specific law, if there's something that they're like, well, I might need a lawyer. So what is your law specialty, or what
Right,
your firm
right,
does,
right.
all of that, and your website, drop all of that.
Okay, well, so just so you guys know, my firm only focus on accident victims, Texas and Georgia. When I say accident, I have niched my practice to only focus on car accidents. That's what I'm good at. That's what I'm great at. That's where I will stay at. That's how it is. So Texas, Georgia accidents. If you need to reach me, if you or anyone that you know is injured, you have to be injured, and it has to be an accident that you did not cause. You can reach me. My social media is attorney, so that's ATTORNEY underscore Keyarria, KEYARRIAAMEY.ESQ. You can also call my office at 832-356-6803, or go to my website at www.kameylawfirm.com.
Okay, great. Okay. And no, she said that you didn't cause. So don't come over here talking about you hit somebody. That's, she ain't the one. I love that.
can't help you if you now if you have passengers, then I can help them sue you, but you may not want to.
And she's gonna win. So you
Right.
maybe don't, maybe not, because she's gonna win too. I love that. I love that. So thank you so
Not a
much for
problem. Thank you for
everything.
having
And yes, and I'm definitely gonna, when I make my little reel snip, because I always have to like take everything that we said and try to find something that is like 2 minutes
me.
long. But I definitely love everything you said about about being the businesswoman and waking up, and how if you aren't waking up to, to go live your purpose, something is not right. You're not living your
Right.
purpose. So I love that you said that.
Absolutely. Well, Holly, it was great.
Yes, yes. Okay, so you guys, I'll have all of the handles and all of her information and clickable links. So make sure you click on it, follow, subscribe, do all of that great stuff. So thank you.